Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry for being a little late. Welcome to my life, Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Let me make sure that everything is good. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I do a mic check. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in case Logical Speak wanna she show up and she wanna come on. So I'm gonna drop the link for her because, guys, this right here, what I'm going to talk about, to me, I consider this right here as a sad day. I don't have no makeup on or anything, all my black rings, but that's all right. It's all good. When you get 58 years old and look like this, then, like I said, you get to a point where you ain't worrying about it. Let me see if I could drop. I see my girls in the house. Yeah, this is a sad day, guys. Hi, Phyllis Crawford. I see Phyllis Crawford and came in. How are you doing? Guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I hope I'm not freezing or anything. I dropped the link for Logical Speak. If she want to come on, she can. Phyllis Crawford, if you want to come on, you welcome as well. She said, good evening, Lady D. Guys, this right here, this is a lot. And I don't consider this as this right here is nothing to gloat about.
Consider this as, this right here is nothing to gloat about.
How are you doing, my friend?
As,
Um,
this
uh,
right here is nothing to
you,
gloat about.
you have a
How are you
feedback.
doing, man?
Yes, a feedback you have. So we're gonna wait till Logical Speak, get a mic together, and then we're gonna go ahead with my life. And like I said, guys, this right here, this is real talk. I try to, stand on my truth. Like I said in here, I don't sugarcoat. If you think that you're gonna come somewhere to get your ears tickled, this right here is the wrong place. Okay. This is the wrong place. So I'm waiting for Logical Speak to go ahead and get a mic together, and then we can go ahead and we can start. But one thing that I do know for a fact that the Most High God is not the altar of confusion, but of love, peace, and of a sound mind. And when you dig a ditch for one person, you better make sure that you dig one for yourself as well, because it's just a shame, when we have to fight white supremacists on one hand, and then we got to fight our own on another hand. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. So let
On
me
the other hand,
wait, we're trying to get large mic together, and once we get our mic together, guys, we can go ahead and start the live again. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. And also, many people used to ask me, why do I elevate myself, and stop talking about these reality shows? And I tell them, when it comes to these reality shows, it's sad to say, but this is where our people at. So we got to meet them where they are.
these reality shows. And I tell them, when it comes to these reality shows, it's sad to say, but this is
You
where
still
people
have a
are. So we
feedback,
have to meet where they are.
Lodge.
These reality
Okay. How about now?
Say something.
How about now? Can you hear
Great,
me?
great. I don't hear feedback. Everything
Okay.
is yes, yes, yes.
Good, good, good.
So how are you doing, my girl?
I am doing great. I had a wonderful day. Of course, I'm, down to about the what I've been hearing about the podcast with Carlos King last night. But I'm having a great day. How about you, dear?
Mine's is great. It's real great. Like I said, I can't complain. And sometimes we rather, focus on somebody else than ours. So like I said, if they air it out, it's free game, right?
Absolutely.
And that's exactly how I look at it. And all this right here to me is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. We do not know these people from a can of paint. Okay. We only can go by of what they put out. Okay.
Yes,
So to
absolutely.
us, it's not personal. We just call it as it is, right? Lodge?
Absolutely. You're correct.
Yes, yes. Did you see the live podcast with Carlos King and Melody?
No, I didn't see the podcast, but I have been, floating around on the internet, picking up bits and pieces of,
Hmm.
some of the content creators that were there and what they were saying, and I was just flabbergasted. I couldn't believe the things that Carlos said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what she said, and her fans, I'm all, they're gonna always be biased. But I was
Mm-hmm.
really shocked to hear some of the things that they said Carlos said.
Yeah, I was really shocked because when it comes to Love and Marriage in Huntsville is an ensemble cast,
Right.
and I feel that if you going down to Huntsville, then get the entire cast together. Now, I would see if Melanie was in his neck of the woods, and they have a little podcast together. But if you made it to go down to Huntsville, then and it's an ensemble cast, then get them all together, because what you're doing is, to me, you trying to lift one person up while tearing down the other. And I feel that, to me, and I'm not going to go ahead of myself because I wrote so much stuff, down, but I feel that if they was going to bring Martell's name up, I felt that he should have been there.
Correct. Yeah, he should have been there, been able to be there to defend himself, not just be talked about. He should have been able there. He should have been able to be there to respond.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep.
And
I
also, I think, go ahead, don't let me cut you off.
Now this is the problem that Carlos has been having to me since the beginning of this show, pandering to her,
Hmm.
making her think that she is supreme over the entire cast, giving her fans the opinion or the idea that she's superior to everybody, and she is not. The whole cast is important, not just her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if I was the Scots, because we already know that no one really want to film with Melody. If
Right,
I was the Scots, I would just leave. And the reason, letting callers and Melody sink in this show, let them sink in this right here, because if callers went way down there and he did a live podcast with Melody, and the entire time they was there, they talked about Martell. That's just to show you that Melody, she does not have a storyline, because if she had a
right,
storyline, she would be talking about stuff that she's doing. But for the entire time I watch what they put out there, just like you did, the YouTubers, the entire time it was about Martell, bashing Martell. And what was
right,
and what was really gut wrenching to me, when Carlos King, which I'm going ahead of myself, but I just need to go ahead and get this out. When Carlos King had asked Melody about, the arrest, where she was, the entire crowd started clapping.
wow,
The entire crowd started clapping.
that is crazy. That is so crazy. Well, um, he was arrested, I think, about 3 or 4 o'clock and released at 7 within 3 hours. So that told me that the court system, they didn't find nothing too serious about it. They let him go within 3 hours. What's really gonna piss them off is when if this goes to trial, if a prosecutor picks this up and he gets no time, no fine, because his lawyers are going to present his side of the harassment from her and her fans, just like he harassed her, supposedly sending her those pictures stating, "If you don't leave me alone, I'm going to post it." She harassed the heck out of him too
Absolutely.
on social media for a long time, which caused him to send her the photographs because she was dogging him so. So I don't know how they think he's going to get any serious time.
Hmm.
She harassed him.
Absolutely.
But they don't see nothing she do is wrong. In fact, a lot of them say they don't care what she do to anyone, to anybody. And that's the problem that I have Because we both know, everybody knows that Martell was wrong for cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, well, hell, how long is he going to have to suffer for cheating in a marriage that's been over for 3 years? How
That's
long?
what I want to know. That's what.
That's the end.
But I was praying about it, and I was, I was asking the Most High God before I come on to do my live, to give me a word. And as I was, asking, to give me a word when it comes to this, because like I said, I could take the foolish things of this world, which is these reality shows, and confound the wise. And when it was at the reunion, when Nell Fletcher was asked about her husband Chris cheating, they talked about it a little while, but they brushed it under the rug. They
Yeah,
didn't make a big deal about it. And also, when Melody had said that she beat Martell's, you know what,
yeah,
they didn't say nothing about it. I was thinking that that's why I didn't come on, to do a review of the last, the three, the last reunion. I
yeah.
didn't felt the need to come on because I thought that Carlos King was going to attack, or even mention when Mel said that, she beated his butt, but they never talked about that.
Not at all.
So I want to know, this lady openly threw glass at this man head, wrecked somebody else's house, admitted that she cheated on him. She said, around 2014 and 15, and then she started being sarcastic about it. But nobody really talked about that. The only time when you guys want to make something so big is when Martell is doing something. So I had to ask God, to show me what's going on. And it's not just that Mel is being a scorned woman. I think that what happened was it have taken legs of its own when Martell said that, he does not want his son to be around her brother. And I think that's the reason why they cannot let it go, because men cheat, and we already talked about that.
Yeah.
99% of men cheat. And if you do not think that your man cheat, keep living with him, boo boo.
Oh,
Keep living with him, and I promise you gonna change your story.
yeah, but I've never seen nothing. I've never seen a woman be this evil and this mean spirited about a man that one she's divorced from, and because of cheating. I've never seen nothing like this. I've seen
Never.
a lot of angry women, but nothing like this.
Never, never. And the thing about it is, just like I remember you had said, she got to keep this going because, of, how she present herself, with her fan base. And if she want them to, support her, then, she got to show that, she hates Martell.
Right.
Because to me, it was like Carlos King pandered to Melody's fans as well, because it's like, he was just giving in the hype instead of shutting it down. The minute when they start applauding, over someone else's downfall, I would have said something, but Carlos King did not say anything. And that's why I say that's why they went ahead and kicked his butt off of Bravo. I was trying to give Carlos King the benefit of the doubt, but I can't, because of what he did at in Huntsville. To me, that was an all-time low.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I don't know. It's pretty bad. I feel so sorry for Martell. Even though I know he did wrong,
But
cheating on his
yes,
wife, I feel so sorry for him. I don't even feel sorry for her anymore.
that's
I
it. That's
feel
it.
sorry for the way he's being treated, and it's never ending.
Never ending.
Never ending. He's got to be a very strong man to take on all of this negativeness and not lose it. You know?
That's it. That's it. And you can see that is affecting him, because when you
Yeah.
saw him, the little small clip that he did, well, Tasha K had showed, you could see in his face that it looked like he lost a lot of weight over all this right here.
Yeah.
And which I can imagine, just imagine, being arrested in front of your children. And good and well the power that be, they don't care because they want the children to see that, because that's the way that it used to, they used to do on the plantation. When
Yeah.
they sat there and they wants to lynch a black man, they will get all the families to watch.
Right. That's true. Wow. I just can't believe this is happening in 2024.
That's it.
You know, it is so
That's
crazy. I
but
just cannot. I just cannot believe anybody could be this evil and this mean, knowing that she's destroying him financially, emotionally, just out and outright destroying him. Whereas he cannot make them. Well, here's the thing. Something else I wanted to run across you. Have you heard them saying that they want him fired from the show?
sound like it. It sound like to me. I was watching, that's why I went ahead and I had supposed to come on at 6:05, then I did 6:10, because I wanted to make sure that I hear it right. But I did hear, and I'm gonna say allegedly, but that's what I heard, that they was trying to get rid of Martell. But I was thinking, the reason why they doing all that, because Melody need an excuse to keep Ariane off of that show, because she know that if Martell, wants to tell his story, in his reality, like he said, then Ariane and their son, that's part of his reality. And
Uh,
she's doing any and everything that she can to keep Ariane off of that show, even if she got to go ahead and smear Martell's character.
well, here's the thing that I thought about. I don't know if you thought about it. If he gets fired, because we know this is his only job,
Hmm.
that makes him jobless.
Not really.
I mean, what other means of making money? I mean, he's an educator. He can go and teach.
Well, what about what he had before? Didn't he was building houses?
Yeah, he was, but he doesn't have a license to build.
Well, she need to go to and get the license, or who to say that he doesn't have it. Maybe that might be his storyline for next year. We didn't get a chance to see what's going on with him, because you remember when they showed a little scene with
Uh,
Marcel, was helping him to get his building's license.
right, I remember that, and he still
Hmm.
didn't pass the test.
Oh, he failed it.
I believe so. He does not have a license yet. My question to you is, you stated that he makes a certain amount per episode, which added up to about $2 million a year.
Well, that's what it was saying out there, that he was
We
making
don't know.
50. Yes.
We don't know, but we know. But without this job, his main source of income, if he gets fired, makes her have to pay him child support.
Didn't I tell you that last time? Didn't I say that? So, like I say, when you dig one ditch, you better make sure you dig another one for yourself. Because if he does not have the income of how these kids are used to, living, then
Absolutely.
she gonna have to support that and make sure that these kids are living the same way that they live when they are in the house with her.
Absolutely.
You
And so
see?
a lot of female entertainers that are paying child support. Mary J. Blige is one. Halle Berry is another.
Yes,
Jennifer Hudson is another. They are paying child support to their husbands because they
absolutely.
were the high earners. Which meant
That's
if he
it.
loses this job on Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is his main source of money, then she got to pay him child support.
Like they say, you never win when you play dirty.
Well, they got to be careful what they ask for.
Absolutely.
I've heard a bunch of her fans saying they want him off the show. They want him
Yes.
fired. Well, baby, you setting your girl up to pay him child support,
Oh, that's all they doing.
which
Like she was.
I think Carlos would not fire him for that reason because he knows that Melody will have to pay child support to Martell.
But the thing about it, like, if Martell get fired off that show, what storyline that Melody is going to have. Because if I was Martell's advisor, I would say my name, just like Nene Leakes has said, do not even mention my name.
Okay.
So, what storyline does she have to talk about when she cannot even utter his name? And anytime when it even linked to them two, I would sit there and sue her for defamation.
Right. I would definitely, if he got fired off the show, I would ask the judge to fix it where she could never mention his name.
Absolutely.
Her brother and his husband would probably come on the show if Martell wasn't there.
Well, let them come because, like I said there and say, you cannot, like us, whatever it is, each its own. Country girl Queenie say, "Good evening, Lady D in chat."
Good
Hi,
evening,
country girl.
country
How are you
boy.
doing?
Yep. How are you, country girl? Yep. Now, yeah, if Martell was gone, yeah, her brother Marcus and his husband may come on the show to give her somebody to film with, and that could work. But she sure gonna have to pay him child support.
That's it.
That could be what Martell wants.
Maybe because, like I said, you have to be careful. You got to be careful how you sit there and dig ditches.
Yep.
And like I said, today is him. Tomorrow it could be you. And when it's you, you cannot handle it. Like Melody said, when they go low, she take it to hell. Like I said, knock knock. You better make sure you be ready for who's behind that door.
Martell ain't stupid, neither is his wife.
No, no, no.
And this could be exactly what he wants. Losing this job would make her the high earner, and she would have to pay him child support. And it could be exactly what he wants. I know Mary J. Blige got to pay $30,000 a month to her husband. Sherry Shepherd has to pay child support to her husband. Halle Berry has to pay child support because
Mhm.
those men were not the high earners. Jennifer Hudson
Absolutely.
has to pay child support. This girl will be paying Martell child support if
That's
he
it.
loses his job, gets fired. If he quit, I don't know. That might
That's
not
it.
go so well.
But just like I said, everything that everybody's saying Mel winning. No, Mel is not winning.
Uh,
Mel is losing because what Mel is trying to do, Mel is trying to fight evil with evil, and you
yeah,
cannot fight evil with evil. She's losing. She
yeah,
lost Scots. The Scots got that. And like I said, this is real talk. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. I'm talking facts. I'm talking realness. You put it out, you free game. Mel lost her husband, half of her children, with a woman that she does not like. Now, if she continue playing dirty, what's going to happen? She's going to end up taking care of Martell and his wife, or whoever he is to her.
absolutely. That's exactly what's going to
And
happen.
that's exactly what she's going to do. And she's going to do the same thing that she's been doing, taking care of Martell and his mistress. Well, not if his mistress, his wife now. You
Yeah, but
see?
I've heard that they are married, but I'm gonna kind of need some proof on that one. I'm gonna need him to say it.
I feel in the spirit that they are married. And like I said there and said, I don't consider her as a side chick. I don't consider her as a sister wife. I consider her as well, she's not a side chick. She's not a mistress. She's a sister wife because
Yeah.
anytime over 2 years you've been in a relationship with someone and you knew, then hey, you knew what was going on.
Well, if that's his choice, that's his choice. Everybody gonna have to deal with it. You know.
uh, Beverly said Melody never tried to get Martell off. Melody have too much on Martell for him to even get child support. He might even go to jail. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Where is you all getting this dumb crap? See, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. We only can go by just like you all sitting there giving y'all opinion. We can't give our opinion. You guys act like you know these people personal business. If you know these people personal business, then let us know then.
Well, these are the people that don't want to hear the truth. All they
That's
want
it.
is one side, and that's her side. And it's
That's
never
it.
gonna look like that in life nowhere. There's always two sides to a scenario.
Absolutely.
Miss Beverly, girl, you need to think. Use your head.
Absolutely.
Okay?
And the thing about it, Beverly's saying that Melody have so much on Martell.
Melody ain't got
But the
nothing.
thing about it, if Melody had so much on Martell, when they went to court for custody of the children, wouldn't all that would have been laid on the table where the judge would have sat there and saw that Martell was unfit? Come on, guys, you're not thinking.
And the court stated that he had the kids. He was a better father. In other words, that she was a mother.
That's it.
So that goes to
That
show you he's not losing custody, his 50-50 custody of those kids.
no, I don't know his business. She asking because you can't see the comments, right?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, I don't have to post it up. I thought you didn't see, but she said you don't know his business. You well, do you know the business? And even if you do know the business, right is right and wrong is wrong.
We don't know his business, and far as that's concerned, she don't know Melody's business.
Thank you.
Okay, you just think you do.
That's it.
Yeah, but I did hear that she said Martell has to go
Hmm.
off the show when she was speaking to Carlos on the podcast. Well, baby, get ready to pay some child support.
Absolutely.
Okay. Um, Mary J. Blige's husband cheated on her with her protege, and he still got $30,000 a month worth of child support out of her,
Wow.
and about $10 million right off the bat. Yeah, so I mean, this young woman that Mary J was grooming.
Hmm.
Let me answer this phone right quick. Hey,
And that's
baby.
why I say, much is given, much is required. You have to be careful, how you put your mouth on
You gotta
people.
be careful what you ask for.
That's it. That's it. And nobody can get mad but the devil because, like I say, I don't know these people from a can of paint.
Right. This
These people have half of the, and this is what I'm saying. They riding for Melody so hard. I wonder at the end of her show, did she just dance with them or she gave them some products? If she gave them some products, they would have went ahead and they would have posted all on YouTube because they braggadocious, right?
child,
Melody probably didn't give them nothing.
I heard one of them crying on the internet this afternoon.
Crying for what?
She loved Melody so much.
That is so sick. That's a cult behavior.
Uh, at the podcast, Melody had a bright light shining from her
Wow.
that overshined Carlos. The light wasn't even on Carlos. Melody had bright light shooting from her.
Wow.
She was crying. And let me tell you, she is a straight out nut. Okay? I listened to her entire review. The girl is crazy.
Yeah.
These people have a Jim. I don't know if you know who Jim Jones is.
I was just about to say that. And like I said, all this right here to us is for entertainment purpose only.
Okay,
Okay, all this is alleged. And
I'm
we only can go by our opinion. Go ahead.
I'm 67 years old. When that happened, I might have been in my 20s. There was a female that lived down the street from my best friend. This woman left her husband and took her 2 children to follow Jim Jones. And guess what it is?
6 feet under.
Okay? They drank the Kool-Aid.
They
believed
drunk the Kool-Aid.
everything Jim Jones said. And they knew he was raping. Oh, I can't say that word. They
Mhm.
knew what he was doing. They knew he was using drugs. He took all of their money, made them sell their homes, and give him the money. They were completely brainwashed
Wow.
by Jim Jones over
Wow.
900 people.
And let me tell you what else had hurt in my heart when she was mentioning Martell's name, and then she was trying to mention his wife's name, and she didn't want to come out and say the name, and everybody was saying the crowd, grown people, grown old dusty miserable lonely people was saying coleslaw, coleslaw. Now tell me, Only, I mean, the thing about it, we got grown-ups acting like kids, and kids act more mature than grown folks.
Well, she has manipulated and brainwashed them. She come on here every other day talking to them, telling them what to do, how to think, what to say, who to like, who to dislike, and they do it.
But that's sad. You are absolutely right, country girl. That is so sad.
It
And
is sad.
it's just to show you that our people, we got a long ways to go. A long ways to go. It's like we hate ourselves.
I
It's
don't
like
think,
we hate ourselves.
I don't think it's just us. It's a lot of misguided, manipulated people in different races. We know of our own people. Our females. I gotta put it with. I mean, I gotta put the.
Yeah.
I gotta tell the truth. Black women are the most manipulated, mind, brainwashed. To me, females on earth. White women are not that manipulated and brainwashed.
Well, they are. They are. But the thing about it is that they're not going to tear themselves down. They're going to sit there and they're going to put it in these silly sheets. They're going to put it in their mind so
Right.
they can tear down their own community, but they are not going to tear down each other. See, when a white man, two white men pat each other on the back, it's saying that I want to learn from you. But when a black person pat another black person on the back, he wants to stab him in the back
Yeah.
because of that slave mentality.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like I said, old Master don't have to do anything no more. All old Master have to do is sit under his tree, drink his lemonade, and watch at us because he already know we already in bed. All the stuff that he injected upon us is embedded in our mind.
Yeah.
We brainwashed. We was taught to sit there and tear each other down. That's
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. And now it used to be a time when you could depend on the black woman to take care of the children, do what
Mhm.
they got to do to be a good mother. Now they don't even care about being good mothers.
No, no. I
But
was listening to
they want to be bosses. They want to be
that's it.
out getting their hair and nails done. They don't care.
That's it. I was listening to Dr. Umar Johnson when he talked about all this. I wanted to play some clips, so I guess I'm gonna try to fix it tomorrow. Where he was saying, if you don't want to cook, you don't want to clean, then they got someone else around the corner that's ready to do those things that you don't want
Absolutely.
to do.
Absolutely.
So when that person doing what you don't want to do, you can't get mad.
And they know that's the female's role.
Thank you.
Traditional role in the home. The husband is supposed to go out and make the bacon, make the bread, bring it home for the mother to cook and raise the children. That's your duty. Now, of course, today everybody got to work, but you still got your motherly duties to do at home, and you still got to be a wife to your husband.
That's it. Society got us all messed up. Like I said, we are married to the government. We are embedded with the government. They
Oh,
got us all messed up. They telling you you don't need a man. Get the man out the
yeah,
house and
black
you can
women that.
support
They're not
yourself.
telling
And
white women that mess.
yes,
They tell them, you hear all these black women talking about they don't need a man. They don't need a father for their kids, and the kids running wild in the street. The teachers can't stand them because they go to school acting like wild animals. Because nobody the mothers are no longer mothers.
that's it.
You know?
That's it. And tell me, especially like I said, I'm from the deep south, and I know these southern men. And long as they, like I said, come home,
Yeah,
the house is clean, they got food, and the kids, homework is done, they are happy.
yeah,
But tell me what man that you know coming from a hard day's work and go home and your wife done checked out because she felt like she missed
absolutely.
something out of life.
Yeah, my husband was from Alabama. He was born and raised in the South. By the time he came to the North, he was basically a teen. So the Southern, mindset was embedded in him. So
Yes.
we got together. I knew my job was to take care of home, cook, clean, take care of the children. He was the main breadwinner for many years. until the kids got old enough in high school for me to go out and be that helpmate. I knew what my position was. You know, you're not leaving no 4 or 5 years old going to work unless you absolutely have to. You know,
And
but
the thing about it, they want to cry and say, is a shortage in black men. No, it's not that it's a shortage in black man. It's just that the black man is not going to put up with this crap where he rather go to Becky than sit there and be with you, or go overseas and get him someone, or African or some foreign woman. He don't
yeah,
even want to have nothing to do with these American women.
the black man got too many options now. He ain't
Thank
got
you.
with these women. That's why half of them will never have a husband.
Thank you.
Will never get another husband. Ain't nobody about to be bothered with her.
No.
You know?
And then the thing about it is that she trying to make a statement when she went ahead and changed her last name to a name that most likely, and I'm going to say all this stuff is for entertainment purpose only. Why would you want to sit there and change your name to something that really is trauma bond as well? You see
Well,
what I'm saying?
she did that to aggravate him.
That's
And,
it. But
and then, like somebody else said, which I also believe, if he is married to Ariane, she's not about to share that last name with that
thank you.
woman. Because Ariane would then be a hoe. And everybody know when she becomes a hoe, everybody in the world gonna know it. She's not about to share that last name with Ariane.
Most likely, that's it. That's it. That's probably why she went ahead and changed it. But like I sit there and say, Melody is coming out as a very scone woman, and I be
Yep.
trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, because I be saying, what if, put yourself in her shoes, and but the thing about it is, the reason why I can't even feel sorry for Melody is because these people are trying to put her on a pedestal while tearing somebody else down.
Absolutely. That's my biggest problem with her.
You can't do it. Doesn't work like that, guys.
You got to tear others down in order to put her up.
it,
And
it
she's
doesn't work like
okay
that.
with it. She's telling them to do it in so many words. And
Yes,
that's my problem with her.
it's a dog whistle, just like with Donald Trump. And
Yeah.
that's exact is you don't have to come out and say what I need you guys to do. It's a certain code. And
Yeah.
and you could see it was a certain code, because that crowd, they was just riled up, and you could just feel the energy. It was just so dark and so demonic in there. And
Well,
I just can't believe that Carlos King risked everything that he had over some trauma binding people.
well, he got to do what he got to do to keep the show going.
And
But
nobody, it's not
basically,
gonna go.
she basically came out and told them to go after. I mean, she said one of those videos that she did to her mellometers, the same way come after the cast members is how I want you to go after AL.
Yep, yep. And she said something to the fact, at the meeting with uh, Carlos King. She was saying, because I remember when someone was coming after me. Oh, the millimeters, they came after them, and that's how the millimeters had formed, because someone was trying to attack me. So right there, that was a dog whistle right there. If anybody go after Melody, then she's saying, I'm gonna sick these demons on you. But I'm gonna tell you how to cut that down right there now. Let me tell you how to cut that down. How to cut that down is when they come after you, don't even talk, don't even go in the dirt with them. Start sitting there getting them for defamation and sending subpoenas to their house. That's how you handle that.
I think that's what's going on because
Hit them in their pockets.
according to a few of the CCs, some of them are in court right now because they've been harassing people.
Absolutely. Get them for harassment. So when they start attacking you, because that's just how they used to do with my channel. You remember when my channel was knocked down?
Yeah.
Which I'm so glad that YouTube don't play that mess no more. YouTube does not play where we have to take a training now, where if somebody said that try to come after your channel, you can sit there and you can write them a letter, and you could sit there and you could request them to review this. All this is a lot of hate. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't want to attack your channel. As long as you're not playing these people content, you can say whatever you want to say, long as within the YouTube guidelines.
Well, some of them have calmed down a lot because because a lot of them were demonetized.
They
They
demonetized. They took the channel from them.
So now they are much. They still, ride for her, which is cool. But they
Yes.
don't really. Some of them don't really dog out the rest of the castmates the way they used to, because a
Hmm.
lot of them had to start brand new channels because those channels were taken down and they were demonetized. They lost. Some of them lost a lot of money.
And most of them going to lose a lot because, first
Yeah,
of all, you can't tear down just to raise somebody else up.
yeah. Some of them downright. Oh my God, they are horrible.
You can't do it. And another thing, when
Talking of names, talking about
huh,
some of them talk about their children. They call them
that's
certain
sad.
names. Oh my God, they some of them have been pretty low down and rotten.
Miserable, very miserable people.
Mean spirit just rotten for no reason. For this, I'm not gonna call her no name.
Hmm.
This week, I mean, oh my God, I don't even see how she can look in the mirror and be happy with what she sees.
That's
You know,
horrible. That's
it's horrible.
sad. That's sad when you got to tear down somebody. And like I said, ain't nobody giving Martell a pass. But the man cheated. It's over with. It's been 3 years. It's time to move on.
Yeah,
How long you gonna keep beating his heart? And then the thing about it, which I already had talked about it before, how these two can be able to film together. Carlos King had mentioned that at the podcast. He
yeah,
said that and said, I know it's hard, and yes, it's hard, because I got to see this. I need this therapist, and you knew all this stuff that was going on before you signed up for this show. You
yeah,
built this show off of your drama.
yeah.
You built this show off of your drama. So now all of a sudden you sick when you see Martell. All this stuff happened before you pitched that show. You knew that Martell was stepping out on you for 6 whole years.
She don't want Martell to leave this show because then she won't have a target.
Thank you.
Because ain't nobody else gonna give her the time of day.
Thank you. And I know their ears are bleeding, because you got a lot of trolls in here. You see what I'm saying?
So hell,
But oh well.
she don't want Martell fired. She don't want him to quit. Who else would she have to pick on?
Nobody's not going to let her do it. Look at Miss Betty. Miss Betty already saw that demon in her.
Yeah,
Miss
yeah,
Betty, you want to call Miss Betty a demon? A demon, no, a demon. Trust me.
okay. You know,
And Miss Betty didn't like it her because the way she used it, Stormy opened up her house to
yeah.
let this snake in. And once she let this snake in, this snake wanted what Stormy had. That's what Miss Betty saw.
Well, I'm gonna tell you when Stormy actually got off Melanie. Do you remember the Galentine event when
No, no.
Tisha had on some pink stretch leather pants or plastic pants? They got into a big argument. That's when Stormy and Destiny got into that big argument. Do you remember that?
No, I don't really remember that part.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Go
when
ahead, finish talk. Go ahead, talk.
Melody and Stormy came to that event together in Stormy's gold G Wagon. Stormy and Destiny got into an argument, basically nearby a fight.
Oh, I remember when they was at the table. That's
When they were at the table.
okay. I remember that one.
Do you remember what Melody did to Stormy that night?
No, no.
Stormy was sitting on the left of Melody at that table. Melody grabbed Stormy's chair and pulled her over to her and told her to hush.
Hmm.
When her and Destiny were going back and forth.
I remember that, but I don't remember.
Okay.
The scene. Go ahead.
And then Melody got up from the table and went in the back where Destiny was to comfort Destiny. When Melody came back to that tape, she basically told Stormy to hush, be quiet, like a child.
Hmm.
When Melody got ready to leave, she jumped up, she told Tisha to kiss her ASS and walked out the door.
Why would Melody tell that to Tisha?
She was pissed because Tisha kept telling her to provide her some proof. Where is your proof that my husband is
Oh,
cheating?
yes, yes,
Where's
yes,
your proof? She said it about 4 or 5 times, screaming.
yes.
So instead of, but she couldn't answer because she didn't have no proof.
Mm-hmm.
Comes up and drags her little flat behind out the door, and Stormy had to get up and follow her out the door
Oh, I remember that.
because
Mm-hmm.
Melody was riding with Stormy. When Stormy got outside, she was pissed because Melody made her look like a fool at that table. And the very next scene or two is when I noticed the Stormy was cold to Melody.
Mm-hmm.
That Galentine event where Melody basically punked Stormy out because she pulled her chair over to her like she was some little kid and told her to hush, be quiet. And
Mm-hmm.
Stormy just sit there. She didn't have anything else to say to Destiny. And then
Oh,
she
okay.
put up and ran back there and comforted Destiny.
Oh, I
Stormy,
thought it was because of the products, because Melody wanted to start selling products on the show and she wasn't doing it until Stormy came on. So I thought that was
that
the
could have been
reason.
a little bit of it. But if you notice, Stormy is a very sensitive person.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to shout at her and punk her down like that pissed Stormy off. Now, the cosmetics and everything did piss Stormy off too. But what I noticed after that Galentine event, Stormy and Melody's relationship was basically over.
Mm-hmm.
Because she made her look like her child that day.
Yes.
Yep. I know
Mm-mm-mm.
that pissed me off.
And let me tell you something. What else was really upsetting me when Carlos King went down there with that podcast with Melody? What of all the stuff that Melody did to the Scots? How she kept meddling in their marriage, how she kept trying to find some dirt on Marcel. So why is Melody a victim when Melody, according to what was out there, which she said that it wasn't true, tried to pay some woman that allegedly Marcel was with $5,000 to get her on the show, and when she didn't want to come on the show, Melody went ahead and she brought Tisha's cousin on the show to bring down the Scots. What about all the stuff that the Scots was doing? And I'm gonna show you right here before you answer it, Logic. If Carlos was the right type of person and he wants to see a fairness across the board, when he did that podcast, he wouldn't have rented a building to get these millimeters, those overzealous millimeters in a building. He could have went ahead and used black because the little crowd that they had there, it most likely could have fit in Tisha's lunch. What you think about that?
Yeah, I think a couple of them were there the night before, or that particular night with Miss Wanda. A couple of the millimeters, because
Oh,
Miss
they
Wanda.
went to black.
Yeah, they went to
But
black.
I'm saying when callers opened up that podcast, he could have had it in black because that would have promoted black, that restaurant as well.
You
That would have promoted
know,
that business. Hmm?
I don't know if black would have enough seating, because that particular club that they went to, that comedy club, it had seating for 500. I
Okay.
don't think black have. I don't think black has that much seating.
But he still should have made his business to also go to black. He could have walked in black and
Oh
even
yeah,
did
yeah,
just a
yeah.
little, did some talk to the Scots over there.
I agree. You know, he could have went to black early in the evening before the podcast, and spent some time with them. But he wasn't gonna do it. The thing was, uh, now he could be blowing her up because he's about to bring Ariana on.
Hmm.
If Martell, when Martell said, "Show my real life or don't feel me at all," Carlos could be about to bring Ariana on the show. So this particular night, which was last night, I believe, he's running up Melody's behind.
Hmm.
It was all about Melody. Because believe me, if Martell marries Ariane or half married Ariane and is planning to bring her on that show, Carlos got to run up Melody's butt for a little bit for something.
Hmm.
So that's what I believe. You
But
know,
Melanie
it's
is not
important.
sitting there carrying that show. Melanie does not have a storyline without dragging or cutting down and chopping Martell to pieces. And another thing, they brought up the scene. He act like he was all upset about the scene, saying that, really he was mad because most producers, they don't like the cast to sit there and say that, the producers had something to do
Yeah,
with, the failure of something that had happened on that show. But
yeah.
he did say that they asked Melody if she wanted to go ahead and shoot that scene, and she said okay. Now, why would you agree to come out in the rain and shoot a scene just to sit there and show yourself? Make it make sense.
I know, girl. I know.
Make it make sense because she need a storyline. She need a storyline.
Yeah, I just think, he did that podcast to give her something, you know, and, let her people come because if on into the next season, if Martell presents his real life, he needs to have this.
Hmm.
Whereas he can show the people that he did support Melody and give her some limelight.
Hmm.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, but to me, I think that, being that Love and Marriage in Huntsville is the ensemble cast, he should have had them all there. No way in the world that he should have had what's her name, Melody, on a platform, and knowing that her bubble is, so big, her head is so big. Why would he blow up even more? It doesn't make sense.
Well, it made her feel special.
And then he crowned her.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He had to make her feel special if he's
That's
about her.
sad. That's sad.
If he's about to bring this girl on this show, he had to make her feel special.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, give her a crown, big up her butt, tell her he was sorry and all of that. Because if he's about to hurt her with Ariane coming on that show, yeah, they gonna need that. That's what
I
I.
mean, this sad. Just to even talk about it
Yeah,
gives me a big headache. I mean, because like I said there and say, even though this is a reality show, these people are getting paid, and these people, like I said, but the stuff, how they do it, and it's not on the show, it's behind the scene. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? It's on social media. To me, this right here, when it comes to Love and Marriage in Huntsville, they have taken this show to the gutter.
yeah, yeah. Well, it might be going a little bit deeper next season if he get to bring his woman on this show, even if the girl don't interact with nobody but him.
That's it. And then she was saying that, she's praying for the show to be 10 more years. Who gonna film with her?
Child, I do not know.
Who going to film with her? Because the way that Carlos King went about it, if I was the Scots, I wouldn't even want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I can't see them wanting to be a part of this for 10 more years. I don't see it. You know, I really don't. They barely got viewership now. Unless everybody is doing their own thing, unless the show make a turn for the better. She live her life, let Martell live his life, and she stayed her ass up. Excuse me.
Go
Out of
ahead. This
business,
just make you angry.
you know, it could last a few more seasons.
Well, it's not gonna last with her because, like I said, if I was Martell's advisor, I would tell, now we know how she plays. We know that, she likes to get the white man involved. Okay. She loves to set, we already know, and that's a code that we don't do. Not
Yeah,
for something like that. I see if he actually put his hands on her, but just because of text, and I believe that they most likely went back and forth with each other because when you ever known that Martell will fuss with Melody and she don't say not one word. She don't even show that when she's at the reunion.
yep,
So I'm pretty sure if Martell went ahead and texted her some crazy stuff, she texted him something back.
yes, I agree.
And I think that's the receipts that he's going to show Tasha K. And I'm going to pay those $12 because I want to make sure. And
Yeah,
I'm going to bring it. Look, I'm going to give you the transcript. I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to email that to you. Okay.
I want to see that my darn self, and I see
Okay, yes,
I want to see that interview myself, and I
yes,
barely pay for an interview, but I will be paying for that one.
yes. I'm trying to see. She don't have it.
What night is it coming on?
Oh, well, she haven't put it on yet. I guess she's just giving us little teasers, because she's giving everybody a chance to to I guess, to come on. So she just giving little small bits and pieces. She throwing out there, little few crumbs here and there, and we catching every bit of it. But like I said, I don't gloat over no one demise. It's not that this is a hate train of melodies. Like I said, no one is going to sit there and just not say nothing. Seeing this girl is not, as she says, she don't practice what she preach. She's not giving it to God. This girl is allowing her and her vicious, overzealous fans to sit there and help tear down this black man.
Well, there are no perfect people.
None.
You know, I can see the little nasty, mean spirited things she do, and I'm going to speak on them. I see
And
the nasty, mean spirited things that Martell do. I see hers too.
and just like I say, Lodge, I want clicks and likes. But like I said, you don't have to click, you don't have to like if you want me to tickle your ears, because I'm not going to tickle your ears.
Well, a
I'm
lot,
not going to tell you something that you wants to hear.
I do believe a lot of these women, these content creators, do know right from wrong, but they want those clicks and those subs because
Let's
they
answer
might
this
be
one.
fighting to stay above water. You know,
Yes,
they have some serious kernels and rent to pay. They need some
yes.
because all of them couldn't be this guy doggone stupid.
That's it. And
But they,
like I said, what the purpose of gaining an entire world and losing your soul? And I know good and well those creators is not getting paid no money. Most likely just enough to maybe to buy a little few groceries. But you mean that's worth for you to sit there and tear down somebody? You got to be some thirsty, miserable people. I would like to see how these people living.
yeah,
I would love to see how these people living.
I mean, come on. Everybody knows right from wrong. Everybody got sense enough to know this woman is not 100% right all the darn time. That's
Thank you.
crazy. Mel is the show. Without her, there will be no show. Martell texted her a picture of him and her doing a sexual act and threatened to post it. Yeah, he threatened to, but did it, Judy? There's a difference. And I know darn well she saw that video before. She know what she looked like and what he looked like, and she know what they did. So it wasn't no shock to her to see the picture. She made the darn video, Judy.
And even if it wouldn't have been a video out there, they still would have found something else because they've been dragging him since the day that he came on that show. So
And,
it's not just the tape, the revenge tape. It's not just that,
and he did not post it.
and
Uh,
he did not post it.
he threatened. She said here he sent her a picture of their sexual act and threatened. Keyword threatened, Judy. Keyword think. Open up your brain. Threatened to post it, but he did not. There is a difference. She know what her mouth look like. She know what his genitals look like. Ain't the first time she saw that picture.
Thank you,
Don't be
thank you.
stupid.
And this is the thing. This is a question that I want to ask you. I don't want this to slip my mind. Melody came out and she said that when Martella asked if she cheated, and she gave some date year. She said 2014, 2015, right?
Laughed about it. Yeah.
When did Martell and Ariane meet? Now
Um.
we know hold on, I'm trying to set the scene. Now we know that Melody came out and said she cheated between 2014 and 15,
Right.
allegedly.
Right.
So when did Martell meet Ariane?
I thought it was 14 or 15. Yeah, because this is 23, and they've been dealing with each other a little over 10 years. Yeah,
I
I'm
thought she said 8 years.
I'm not sure when they started. 7 8 years, which would have put it about 2016.
Mhm. And what if I was Martell, because he said he's letting it all out. And you know Tasha K gonna pull it out. She gonna pull it out like a bad rotten teeth. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
She gonna pull it out. Now you remember when Egypt said that it was around 15 to 16. So it was around 15 to 16, and Melody came out and she gave 2014 to
Okay.
2015. It means that she was cheating first.
Yeah. She
Let me
said
say it again.
she
She
said
was
14 to
cheating
15.
first.
But here's the question I got for you and for her fans. Now, it was said that she deleted two children prior to the last child.
Huh? Well, I want girl. You look. Great minds think alike. Like, put a hold to that. Look, let's get to this right here. Cause I promise you, that's what I was going to talk about afterward. Let's
Okay.
say this right here. Egypt said, "This is what Egypt said." Egypt said, because it was 2 years she found out in 2017. So if it
Okay.
was in 2017 when she found out, that means that Melody was cheating in 2014 and 16. And Martell already said that Melody was cheating on him first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Melody was cheating on him first.
Yeah. Melody said 2014, 2015 is when she was cheating, supposedly, jokingly. But I believe it was the truth.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's my question.
So let's go ahead and talk about it. Let me say, let me say, I want your answer. I want your answer because you brought it up.
Okay.
Okay, Martell, we know Martell said he don't mind having 10 or 20 children, right? It's not his
Right.
word verbatim.
Right.
Now, everybody's saying that the reason why they don't like Martell because Martell brought a child into his marriage, right?
Right.
So when Melody had left, and like I say, you air it out, you're free game. So when Melody had left, and when she wanted to come back, why did just like this is what Martell said, why did she went ahead and got an abortion?
Yeah, that's been bugging me for a long. And what he said, he
Not
felt
one,
like
two, and that's
that he
alleged.
probably was. She didn't even know. She didn't know who the child belonged to, or it didn't belong to him. That's what he said. He believed. Because I mean, why would a married woman get rid of her husband's child or two? Because I think they said she had two, right?
Mhm.
And then turn around and have another one. I don't get it. And I
Say
don't
it
know.
again, say it again, say it
I,
again.
I'm wondering, did he agree to these deletions of these
No,
somehow?
he didn't. According to that video, and I'm not gonna play the video, but I do have that clip. Okay,
Mm,
I have the video because I did make a video, but I went ahead and put it private. Now, Martell sat there and he said she didn't give him the decision to keep the child. She went
okay,
ahead and she told Dr. Heavenly, he told Dr. Heavenly, why did she go ahead and get rid of the child?
right. Didn't even give him an opportunity to, if it was his kid.
Thank you.
So to me, if a woman does that, it's because either she's not sure, or she knows that it's not her
Thank
husband
you.
or
Thank
her
you.
boyfriend's baby. That's
Because it don't make no sense. You done got rid of, according to what Martell said, you done got rid to not one, he said, but two. I have the thing. He said two. But so in a minute you got rid of those two kids, then you sat there, according to Martell, you went ahead and got pregnant again. And
right.
you kept that one.
I think Ariane aired that out. I think Martell had told Ariane about what Melody had done.
No, that's Martell's
Yeah.
Martell put that out. Martell
Okay.
put that out himself.
Okay. Okay.
I
Yeah.
have the tweet.
Say,
He
I
tweeted that right there.
yeah, you're right. I do remember him talking about it. Why would she do that? You know. So why would she do that? Why would Are you supposed to be such a Christian? You are married. Why?
Want me tell you? Let me tell you this right here. Want me tell you? You're gonna have to answer for all that stuff that you have done. That child might come back to you and say, "Mama, why did you get rid of me?" I could have been a doctor. I could have been a lawyer. I could have been the next president of the United States. But you made that decision to go and get rid of me. But yet they wants to sit there and call Martell out. You see what I'm saying? Martell wanted to keep his children, but see, nobody is not talking about it. But see, everything that Martell say, they always saying Martell is lying. Every time when he says something, he got to be lying, and that's why he gets so emotional and so offense about it, because every time when he says something, they quick to call him liar. But with devil, we're not going to buy that.
No,
We're not going to buy that.
he's not lying all the time. I mean,
Read that, Judy. What Judy said, Martell is lying. She stayed with him for 5 years after she found out he was cheating. She was going to leave him, but stayed. Mel had one AB, coleslaw had three. I don't give a care if she had one. Still of all, that was not her decision to get rid of nobody. And just like Martell told Dr. Heavily, she didn't make, she made that decision of her own. Why did she felt the need to get rid of that child? Come on, millimeters, ask that question.
right. I mean, he said that he wondered if the reason was is because it was not his, and I thought it was two, not one. I could be wrong on that. I know Ariane said she got rid of one. Martell paid for it. She said she had a miscarriage with a second one, and then when she got pregnant with Knox, she had it. Yeah.
And that's why I said when you dig one ditch, you better make sure you dig another one. You got
Sure.
to make sure you see, but see, they're not going to talk about stuff like this. They not see? What about the same stuff that you guys accusing Martell of doing? Is the same stuff that Melody doing. It's just that when Martell come out and he said he's lying,
Right. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, she
make
gonna
it make
come on
sense.
stage and say that during this has happened during her marriage, some man gave her fellatio, but she can't remember if she gave him fellatio. No, really, no, not me. You're lying. You're lying.
Say that again.
She lied. She said she moved out in December. She met that man in January, and he giving her pleasure. And you gonna tell me you didn't give him? You can't remember? You're lying. Just like Carlos said, if you put your mouth on something, you remember it. You don't forget it.
And then she sat there and said, I don't remember. How the heck you not going to remember putting your mouth on somebody's stuff? You mean you can, it must be the norm then, huh?
She lied.
It must be the norm.
You know, if he's a liar, she's a liar too.
And Tasha K gonna pull it out of him because he said that he have the tapes. You remember when he told on the at the reunion, he said, you keep lying, I'm gonna play the tapes. Remember he said that?
Heard it. I heard him play
Where
it
she had confessed
when she
that
confessed.
she had fellatio with somebody.
Yes. I hope he played on Tasha K.
Oh, he said he bringing the receipts.
I hope he played on Tasha K. She lying and the truth ain't in her.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why I say, guys, you never fight evil with evil. What goes around, come around. And when it come around your way, you might not be able to handle it. But what we going to say, oh, poor Melody, poor Melody. Well, we could continue sitting there assassinating Martell of all the dirt that he done. But like I said there and said, they look like they both butting heads.
Right. No, I'm not gonna be down for constantly assassinating him. And
Thank
she'll
you.
come to her. She gonna take some of this here too. She gonna get it like he get it.
Thank you.
Okay? Whether
And
they like it or not.
but it's an excuse. And Kimmy already said there and said, oh, but y'all was married. Just because you sitting there, you want to go out there and you want to have your peace, you go get a hotel. So you in there twiddling your fingers by yourself. When just like what Star says. Star said there and said when she want her peace from her husband and her kids, she go and take a bubble bath, right?
That girl lying.
Come on, and they believe that mess.
And I don't even know why he fell for it. You know, you gotta go and get away from your kids. You gotta be have a weekend or a weekend. Yeah, you sure do so you can lay up with your side piece.
I wish I could play that song. Lay up with my side piece. It's somebody down here from the South sings that song. But I mean, make it make sense. Just like with the massage. Now, Nell Fletcher wanted to call Martell out from bringing someone after hours to get a massage, and then Kimmy called Melody out. Say, look, Martell got a massage. Didn't you get a massage as well?
Yeah, Kimmy say, did you get a massage too?
Thank you.
Say, yeah, it was a woman. Like it makes a difference whether it was a man or a woman.
Absolutely.
You know, like a woman, women. Well, let me shut up.
Say what you want to say, girl. Like I said.
You heard what Martell said. What all did that woman do?
Thank you.
Because if you ask me, I've been wanting to say this for a long time. Lauren's little ugly butt is always snipping up on the Melody.
Who is that?
Her, I don't know who she is to her.
Her friend?
Well, she does do her makeup or hair. One of them.
Okay.
And she's her assistant. She runs errands for her. She is the one that went and got all the paperwork for Melody to file against Martell.
Ain't that something?
This Lauren, the little ugly girl. When I say ugly, did you go up? Nah, I don't like to call people ugly. But she's not an attractive female. But she always sipping up under Melody like Melody is a cupcake or something.
And want me to tell you something, Lodge? It's gonna backfire on her too. It's gonna backfire. That's gonna be the one that's gonna turn on her. It never works like that. It never works.
Always talking about how Carlos is so crazy about Martell. Well, what about Lauren? What about Lauren? Why is she always snipping up under Melody's panties? Like she crazy, like she, liking her. If Carlos is so crazy about Martell, Lauren is a little infatuated with Melody. Okay.
Thank you. But it's gonna backfire. Look at Tasha K and Chelsea. How all that stuff had backfired. Like I said, you ain't got no friends in this type of world, in this game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's gonna end up backfiring. You never let people that close to you, and especially when it's some money, in the deal. She'll sell out. I promise you, she'll sell out.
Yeah. Let Melody get a man.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let Melody cross her. She gonna be writing a book. If she don't write a book because it ain't that important, what she gonna do? She gonna be spilling it to these YouTubers.
Okay. Let Melody get a man.
Thank you.
And you will see where Lauren coming from. Yeah, it's quite clear. She up under Melody way more than Carlos is up under Martell.
Thank you.
Her kids, Melody made a statement some months back that her kids don't even like Lauren.
My God.
They didn't want Lauren picking them up from school. This was it was in 22 or 23. They don't like Lauren.
Mhm.
Well, they didn't. And kids don't usually change their mind.
But it's sad. And like I said, at the end of the day, the only ones that's gonna get hurt the most, and that's the kids. Just imagine the police going into your home to get your dad. Like I said, they say you don't mess with, especially them girls. You don't mess with their dad. You see what I'm saying? That stuff right there, you're gonna regret that. You're gonna regret it.
Daddy, regardless.
And that oldest one, you can see that oldest one, she's a daddy's girl.
I thought it was more Boss Baby.
Well, I think the one they call Boss Baby, she was more uh attached to her mom, because remember when Melody, that was wrong right there. Like I say, these people are some trauma buying people, and all they doing is going to have trauma buying kids, because that stuff going to trickle down. That generational curse is going to trickle down the way it's going about. Look at when Melody had took her child, I think that was Boss Baby, to go and spy on her husband. When you remember that scene when she said, Dad, I saw you coming out the hotel. And he said, how did you know that? Because I was with Mom. Say something to the fact.
She was following him around just like she followed.
Thank you.
I know she saw his truck. Now, he got that same black truck. You know your man's truck from a mile away. When him and Ariane was at that restaurant, She pulled up with the kids so that the oldest girl hung out the window and was telling Ariana to get away from her daddy.
Yeah.
Melody didn't have to take her butt over there where he was at. She wanted
Mm-mm.
the kids to see him with that woman.
That's it.
That's what
Because
they were right.
it reminded me of that movie. What's that girl name? She married to this guy, the son. He's a trans. What's her name?
Oh, you talking about Taraji?
Who?
Taraji P. Henson?
No, her husband allowed the son to turn into
Oh, you talking about
what's the woman name?
oh my goodness, I know exactly.
Dang, I got on the tip of my tongue.
His name is Dwayne Wade. Her
Yeah,
name,
Dwayne Wade is at Givian something. What's her name?
what is that girl's name? Oh my goodness.
Dang.
You know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah, well, you remember the scene she had played when she was dating this guy, and the children had got out the van and say, "Ish, take your hands off of my daddy." I think she wanted that scene like that so she can put it on that show because she did talk about it in the show. It's a shame that she followed her husband around with her children. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna say allegedly, but that's the way it looked like, just for a storyline, because they did play that scene on the show.
I don't remember that movie, but I remember him asking her, "Why did you even come over there?" And she said,
Yes.
"I don't have to protect you." He said, "Why did you bring the kids over there? I don't have to protect you. Idiot, you're supposed to want to protect your kids from that."
And I promise you, if it was the other way around, if Martell would have went ahead and took his children to go and spy on Mel with another man, they still will be talking about that today.
Right.
Them overzealous fans will be still talking about it today. And you know good and well, the children should have never been in the middle of all this stuff right here. And most likely, that's why the judge went ahead and favored Martell.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Martell told the judge that
Yes.
she followed him around with the kids in the car so the kids could see. What kind of mother does that?
Yes.
She saw the truck. She knew it was his truck. She could have kept going. Why take
Yes.
the kids over there so they could see him with another woman? That was low down and rotten.
And then another thing, Martell said the reason why he don't want his children to film because one of the producers has said who you favor, mom or dad. Now you know good well that was wrong.
Right, 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 right.
You remember that?
I remember that. I remember that. That was her so-called friend. And then that woman ended up couldn't stand her. That Ina. That's who that was.
Hmm.
Ina ended up could not stand Melody.
Now
That
you
little
know that was
chick
sad.
with glasses. She ended up couldn't stand Melody. She talked about Melody like a dog.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No, she should have never took them kids to see that mess.
But that's what like I say, when them trauma buying people, this is right here. This is the effect, and it's just going to pass down to the children. Until someone say enough is enough.
Yeah, I know women, in our day, women would have never done that. When I knew my husband was cheating, I went the other way. I knew where the woman lived. I would go out of my way so I wouldn't have to, you know, go in that area. Who does that?
Absolutely.
I would never want my kids to see that.
But it's sad when you have to sell your soul. You have to sell your soul where you willing to throw your children and everything else in the under the bus just for you to sit there and chase after almighty dollars. Cloud
Well,
chasing. That is
maybe,
so sad.
maybe her little pea brain thinks that those children will hate their father. Maybe she's stupid
That
enough.
would never happen.
It'll never happen. I don't care what he do. Because when he got them, he shows them love.
Absolutely. And he disciplined them. She said when the children, with her, she just let them do anything. She said even if they break something, she just go ahead and buy it. She don't
I,
have no discipline. And the reason why she does that because of guilt. Because
yeah,
like she said, her bags is already packed at the door. So that's just a guilt. That's just like, when you send the children to their father, they gonna eat ice cream and cookies because they're not home, with the kids all the time. So they're gonna do anything to keep them happy, right?
right.
But
I
when
mean,
they go to Martell a house, Martell say he disciplined them.
yeah, he does. He have a structured
Yeah,
environment,
he's structured, very structured.
very structured, and that's what a father is supposed to be. He's supposed to be loving and structured. Yeah. I don't know why, but I believe she thinks those kids are gonna hate him. It's not gonna happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah. They might be a little disappointed in him that they are not that they are not a whole family, but
Mhm.
they're not gonna hate him. I,
No, not at all.
I don't care what she do, what she say. They are not gonna hate their daddy.
And like I said, they say I be trying to be fair. I want to balance it, across the board. But like I said, what did Martell do but cheat and came to her trying to be better co-parent? But the minute when he trying to be a co-parent and tried to keep the peace with her, oh, he's flirting with her. Carlos King trying to get them two back together. You remember last season at the
Yeah.
reunion, he cried. Oh, I want to see you guys together. He cried. So how you expect Martell to sit there and continue going along with something that y'all been playing with him all the while when it comes to Martell and Melody?
Yeah, I mean, actually,
It doesn't make sense.
don't make no sense. And to me, she treated him like he was her child. She talked to him like he was a child.
Yeah, emasculate this man on TV. She got on this show, and that's why I think these big bloggers don't really even touch stuff like this.
Yeah,
They know who she is. They know she's clout chasing, and
right,
what she's doing is she using this man to sit there and get to the level that she's trying to get to. But
yeah,
like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Because one thing I know, the devil does not play fair.
right.
Much is given, much is required. She's going to have to pay for all this.
Yeah, the big bloggers, they don't touch it because
No, they don't touch it.
they're gonna speak their truth. They are not gonna be running up her behind for no subs. Like Funky Geneva, he got over 400,000 subscriptions. He don't need to run up her butt. He can
That's
speak his
it.
truth. Tasha K got 1 million subscribers. She don't have to run up Melody's butt for no 10 or 15,000 subscribers. All of these
Absolutely.
new women that's trying to get what Tasha K and Funky is, they have to ride up Melody's behind
That's it.
because she has the fan base.
And I'm so glad that Martell didn't go to these little old ranky danky bloggers, these bias bloggers, like he did last time. I'm glad that he took it to someone with more
Right,
experience in that area.
right, where she can speak his truth. And Tasha K is not. I mean, Tasha K is not about to be running up Melody behind. She don't have to.
Not at all. She said Melody even called her, and like she said, this is my job. This is a business.
Right? No, she don't have to. Funky Geneva don't have to. And
Thank
Dr.
you.
Emily don't have to. They can speak their true mind. They don't have to pander to her or her fans.
And when it comes to Funky Dineva and Dr. Heavenly and Tasha K, good and well, their mouth is not filtered. If they don't like something, they gonna call it out. They're not gonna sit there and sugarcoat or try to beat behind the bush.
Not at all.
So quite obvious, they must see something that these overzealous fans fail to see. And the
Well,
thing about it, the judge don't have no dog in his fight. What the judge did.
right, absolutely. Funky Dineva is one of the most intelligent people
Yes.
I have seen on YouTube. He called her out. He is not a Martell fan or he's not a Scott fan. He was watching the show. He called her out for the idiot that she is.
Thank you.
Yep.
Like they say, what woman that going to stay in a relationship knowing that half of your marriage you were sharing it with somebody else, but yet you want to come on YouTube and call social media and call somebody slow? Make
Yeah,
it make sense when you were sharing your husband.
right. And when the show first came on, she was acting like, well, they both were acting like they had such a great marriage. She was going to tell Tisha, she said, you want me to show you the blueprint of how to be a boss and have a marriage? And her shit was out. Excuse me.
Say that again. Say that again. Repeat that again.
Her and Tisha had went out to lunch, and she was sitting there telling Tisha, "You want me to give you the blueprint on how to be a boss in business and how to be a mother?" That's
Oh,
what my husband is out here, been jumping up and down with some more stuff for years. How the hell was she gonna tell Tisha how to be a boss and how?
what
Girl,
about when she told Martell, Tisha, need a strong woman like her?
oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my
Last
God.
thing Tisha need to do is go buy anything that fool got going on.
Girl, I know these millimeters. Girl, these millimeters, I can feel them demon
Well,
spirits. You hear me? Girl, I need some holy water. Let me put some holy water in here. I can feel their spirit. Oh, they so mad.
oh my God, yeah, she sat there and told that girl, "You want me to give you the blueprint on how to be a boss and manage a marriage?" Knowing Martell and her were a mess.
That's it. And I'm just trying to show you guys what y'all fail to see. Because, like I said, you aired out, you free game. We
Right,
just only saying what's already out there.
absolutely. If my marriage is a hot mess, my husband is, over here with Ariane. How the heck am I going to sit down in front of another woman and tell her, "I'm going to give you the blueprint of how to be a boss and how to manage your marriage"?
Oh
You
my
had to
God.
make your own, you idiot.
And the thing about it, I just don't understand at the reunion when the minute when callers would talk to Tisha and what's his name, Marcel, why is she feeling need to sit there and put her 2 cents? Why is
I
she
don't
so
know.
focusing on these people marriage? Does she
So,
want Marcel?
I, I
She
don't
like
know.
she want Marcel to me.
Yeah, I mean, she do kind of act like it sometimes. But she's always got her lips on their stuff, on their marriage, on what
That's
she's
what I want to know. Why?
on. You ain't even got no man of your own. Your husband over there with somebody else.
Mm-mm-mm. And let
Oh,
me let me tell you. Oh, I heard one of the bloggers, not the bloggers. I heard one of the someone had comment and got on one of these bloggers where she's riding for Mel so hard. And I'm, she's a very, she don't look like a person that would, go down in the dirt, with this gutter stuff. But someone came on and say, yeah, we're not going to support Tarsha K. And yeah, and the girl said, yeah, because if I see anybody that we know that support Tarsha K or talk about it on their channel, we going to unfollow them. Girl, make it girl,
my Lord.
that
Concentrate.
is so
Think about
insane.
this.
Don't come on my channel if you're not team right.
Girl, Tasha K ain't thinking about them. And they better hope she don't hear that mess because then she really will be blasting our melody. But
Well,
hold on.
I need to send her a clip and send it to her. They saying on their platform,
Uh,
don't follow this person if they sit there and watch the interview between Tasha K and Martell.
they better hope Tasha K don't hear that. Hold on 1 minute, Lady D.
Okay. But guys, like I said, we only can call it out as we see it. And it's not like we trying to go ahead and pick a side. It's just that you're not giving us a chance. You're not giving us a chance to defend Melody because you guys sitting there, you helping her sit there and put gas to this fire. You're not trying to stop this. All you guys are doing is just egging it on. It's like you guys wants to see Martell nailed to the cross for what? Like I said there and say, Martell is not the first and he won't be the last. So I want to know why is you guys sitting there hating somebody off of a reality show? These people are getting paid. They are laughing all the way to the bank. And all I'm just sitting there saying, guys, make it make sense. You guys sitting there taking this to a very, very dark place when you sitting there is you handling this man that have children, small children, trying to take this man away from his children off of a reality show.
Okay.
Make it make sense.
Yep. Yeah, they better hope Tasha K don't hear that mess.
I might send her the clip.
Yep. Cause she'll be eating her ass up for real, ain't it?
I
Yeah.
mean, she's telling them, don't watch the show. Don't watch the show.
Ah,
And anybody that just let us know whose channel that's gonna watch the show and do commentary on. Cause just unscribe. That's just to show you these people are some bullies.
girl, they crazy.
You guys are some bullies.
They are all now right crazy. How
Oh
you
my God.
how you gonna tell another grown woman what to do? That's
Thank
the crazy
you.
part.
Children.
Yeah, without getting cussed out.
I
How
mean,
would somebody
children.
tell me what to do? Yeah,
That's sad. That's just to show you that these women don't have a mind of their own.
I know.
This is what I call a cult like behavior. This is
Yeah,
cultish.
none of them have a mind of their own. They don't have a single thought. They all go from one to the other, listening to what the other one say, then they repeat it. The same thing over and over.
They got to be some miserable, lonely people.
I don't see how any of them can have a man.
I don't even think they have a man.
Because if their man heard them sitting up, falling, crawling up this woman's behind that they don't even know.
Don't
Don't,
even know this woman.
oh my God. I
Yeah,
have
make it
never
make
in my
sense. Make it make sense.
seen anybody be so super stupid.
The only way that you can sit there and ride for someone that hard like this, you either getting paid under the table, or you worshiping this woman,
Oh, you
because
stupid.
or you just plain stupid.
Stupid is all get out. Yeah. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's real. Old grown women. Yeah.
Your mic is say it again.
I said, I can't believe all of these old grown women are being manipulated, controlled, and
Off of a reality show.
oh my God.
They got to be some miserable people, probably be bedridden. Some of these people, they sit on this soapbox and idolize these people life, don't even know what it is to go outside and touch the grass.
I don't know. A lot of
Some
them
miserable
have
people.
jobs. I hear a lot of them say they have jobs, outside jobs.
They have outside jobs and acting like that.
A lot of them have outside jobs.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Wow.
I cannot
Unbelievable.
imagine being that controlled and being that stupid for nobody.
Wow. They just don't know how God worked. And then the thing about it, they want to put God in. I mean, Melody, after she sat there and she poured gasoline to that fire, it at that pot thing that Colors King had, then she wanted to talk about God afterwards. I say, Lord have mercy. After she sat there and carried on like that and showed her tail and had these people all riled up, and then after that, she wanted to talk about God. God is not in that mess.
She gonna always put God in there. That helps to seal the deal.
Girl, many he's gonna say, Lord, Lord. And what he gonna say? Get from behind me. He told it to Peter. He says, Satan, get from behind me. I never know you.
Girl,
This is not the act of God. What you see right now is the act of a devil.
yeah. I know one of the content creators called her the devil in the red dress.
Hmm.
I was so tickled. The devil in the red dress.
I mean, she's just so trying to get into this secret society because like you got to sacrifice someone. And this woman sat there, everybody's upset because it didn't work out the way that they thought it was going to work out because Martell, he snatched his children out of the pit of hell. He said, look, if you want to go down to hell, you ain't going to take these children with you.
Okay?
He
That's
snatched them children. He said, them children, they coming home to me. If you don't have no babysitter, you're not going to have my children around 20 and
yeah,
30 and in a lifestyle that I do not condone. You're going to bring my babies home.
yeah, he won that in court too. The
And he
first
won it in court.
yeah, he won the first right of refusal. If she has to go out of town and be gone overnight, she has to contact him first to see if he can keep the kids.
And I don't know why they riding so hard for Melody because I don't even think Melody will want full custody. And I'm
No,
going to say allegedly.
custody. No, she do not. You know. Then how could she travel like she do? Go on all these vacations. She couldn't do it. 2 weeks out of the month, she is scot free.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
She don't want no full custody.
And Lodge, tell me what person would say when Martell said that I don't know if he said Melody told it to him or told it to the judge. She'll take the kids for 6 months and he can take the kids for 6 months. What mother would want to be
I
without their children for even a day?
I know. Yeah, I remember he was sitting in I think it was his kitchen. His mom had came over,
Yes.
and the Melody had suggested that they do 6 months on and 6 months off. What mama don't want to be around their kids for 6 whole months?
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
And he said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be away from my kids for those 6 months.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, wait. She would have went for it though.
Mm-mm-mm.
And at first her fans like Melody never said that. Melody never said that. And then when they did, they realized that she had said it. They just swept it under the rug like it wasn't nothing.
Mm-mm. Just like they said, remember they came in here and said Melody never hit Martell on the head with that glass. You remember that?
Yeah,
I had to show them the video.
yeah,
That glass did hit Martell in the back of his head.
yeah. But he been violent to
But
her.
he's the violent person.
Come on, please.
He's the abusive person.
I bet it won't look like that in court.
I don't think so.
Well, they can be one-sided. They are, her fans. They can be all, but the court can't be one-sided.
No. No.
They go to court. That judge has to see both sides of the scenario to see who's been verbally abusive, who's been physically abusive to each other, not just him. They have to see what she's done.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. And all Martell need now, he need a good publicist.
Yeah,
He need a good publicist, someone that's going to represent and talk for him. And I'm so glad that Tasha K, she have 1 million followers, that she going to allow him, to, have a voice. And I just hope that, he say the right things.
yeah, me too.
Not nothing that's going to criminate him.
Right. I hope you do say the right things. Get it out.
Hmm.
Put out some proof. I really wish, Carlos would have a spinoff so they don't have to be on the same show together.
I just hope they all leave. And that's why I made my thumbnail the way that I did, is because, to me, if you got an ensemble cast, nowhere in the world that you should have singled out one person.
Yeah,
And knowing that she has a huge follower, she's the only one that have a huge follower. And then they very, very mean and malicious, and vicious. Why would he sit there even give her a platform, knowing that, entire fans, on that show follow her? Why he didn't try to build up the Scots, knowing that the Scots, was attacked with their marriage.
yeah. Why not give her her own show?
Hmm.
Well, he knows that she can't carry a show by herself.
No,
You know, Carlos,
no.
that she could not carry a show by herself. That's why, because really nobody wants to film with her. None of her friends want to film with her.
Thank
Yeah,
you. And like I said, I don't even think Melody is that entertaining.
me either. I don't find nothing entertaining about it. Nothing.
Unless she's sitting there tearing down Martell, and like I say, I don't find it fascinating because
You know
I
what?
can't stand to see, a woman's constantly sitting there picking and poking, trying to sit there and get a reaction.
I'm still trying to figure out what they find so fascinating about her.
Me too. Girl, tell me about it.
I've been trying to figure it out. What the hell do they find so they ain't gonna fascinate
She's
her?
not funny. I see if she was like a Nene Leakes, somebody that can hold a show by themselves. But Melody cannot. I don't, like I said, Carlos King went way down there to Huntsville, and the entire time, Carlos King should feel so bad. The
Yeah,
entire time, it was about tearing down Martell.
girl, he about to let Arion film on that show, and he had to give Melody this little attention before the next season.
I wouldn't come back.
Oh, Martell,
I would if I was Martell, I wouldn't come back. The Scots, I wouldn't come back. Let Melody have that show by herself, and like you say, bring her brother and his husband, wife, or whatever you call it. You see what I'm saying?
Well, they're not gonna do that because the show gives them an outlet so people know, what they got going on. Promoting their businesses. So
Hmm.
I don't see them leaving the show.
I would, like I said, I would sit down because Martell did the same thing. He's saying, you guys, you're not showing me in a good light, where he said he had to take his attorney and he had to sit down with some executives, because they had him looking like a crazy fool.
Well, I tell
So
you,
if I was a Scots, I would sit there and say, look, I'm not going to sit there and be an extra on this show when we all got something to offer.
well, if he bring Ariana on, I don't think Melody would be bothering Martell.
I hope so.
Because then Ariana gonna be like, you want to mess with somebody, mess with me. Me and you could go.
Who, honey? And Ariana is, like I say, she gonna go toe to toe. And I don't condone none of the stuff that would had happened. But the reason why, like I say, is turning it around in your enemy's favor, because you took it in your hands to sit there and run with this ball. You
Right.
can't fight evil with evil. So,
Yeah.
like I said, when you go down the hill, how she said, when you go low, she take it to hell. Well, knock, knock, knock. Like I said, Ariane might be behind that door, and you might not be able to handle it.
Yeah. And I think Kimmy and Tisha will interact with Ariana.
I think so. I think so because they don't. And the thing about it, Lodge, it's not going to work anyway because Martell and Melody, not Martell, Martell and Marceau and all the rest of the Scots. Didn't you say they all was college students that together? They was all friends?
Mark, well, I think they said that being that Tisha was born and raised in Bessemer and went to school in Huntsville, that's when she met Martell.
Okay. Oh, so Tisha knew Martell first.
Tisha knew Martell first.
Okay.
Her marrying Marceau and Maurice got to know Martell through Tisha.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
thought they all met together.
Martell is the only one that's actually born and raised in Huntsville.
Oh, okay. And
Tisha,
Tisha too, right?
Tisha was born in Bessemer, I believe,
Oh, okay.
Huntsville, Alabama. Melody was born and raised some other country town in Alabama.
Okay.
He married Martell and he brought her to Huntsville. And the Scott boys are from Michigan.
Detroit.
Yeah, they're from Michigan. And they
Hmm.
married and moved. I don't know when they moved to Huntsville. But
Hmm.
yeah, Martell is the only one out of that whole group that was actually born and raised there. Besides LeBerick, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, callers did say that they pick up season 7, right? So if they pick up season 7, that means every last one of them going to be back, right?
Yeah, because he didn't say any of them wasn't coming back. They all filming.
Yes.
Like, I hope the heck Kiki's not on that dang on list.
Well, I would like to see Kiki back. Want me to tell you why I would like to see Kiki back?
Why?
Because Melody was the one that sat there and started all this. And the thing about it, they don't have her to take accountability for nothing that she do. Because Kiki would have never been on that show to make herself look like a fool if it wasn't for Melody dragging her on to sit there and tear down her cousin. So I would like to see Kiki back because she did apologize, and I want to see her get her life together, because like I said, this is no dummy. She's not a dummy. She was a professor at a college. So I would like to see her back. I see country girl say Tasha K is going to be interviewed Martell Wednesday or Friday, and I'm gonna make sure I be smack dab. I'm going to buy that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
pay that $12,
yeah,
honey.
me too, girl, because I don't pay for very many.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I wanted to say. Yep, I didn't want to interrupt you. I remember you say you don't pay for it.
no,
No, you
ma'am.
pay for it. You just don't watch on TV.
No, I watch Love and Marriage Huntsville on YouTube.
Yes.
There are people that post the show, the whole show. That's how I
Yeah.
watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have own network, but I stopped paying for own network a couple years ago.
Okay.
So now when I see Love and Marriage Huntsville, I watch it free on YouTube. But I will
Mm-mm-mm.
be paying for this interview between him and Tasha K.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna pay that.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what I want to hear. I want to hear. I don't want to get it secondhand. I want to hear word for word. You know,
Me too. I want to hear it because they never gave him a voice. They only because
right?
Mel know that and she could out talk him. With that old high pitched voice. She knows she can out talk him. So what it does is when he can't, give, his thoughts, he start getting, aggravated. And that's when he started getting loud.
Yeah.
But Mel know that she can over talk him, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
the part that he does not like because he can't
Right.
you can't box her. You can never box a angry, bitter, scorned woman. You might as well just give it up.
Well, what man can out talk a woman?
None. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Bible said they didn't even talk about when you got a scorned woman, it's best for you to go on top of the rooftop and sleep there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's in the book of Proverbs.
I don't know why you keep trying to talk to her. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
The
What?
reason why he's trying to talk to her, it's not like he's trying to get back, at her. And then Carlos King got mad with that, because he say he's acting, he wants to be co-parents, he wants to see, even though we are not together, I wants to be co-parents for the sake of the kids. But like I said, Martell, let it go. If it don't fit, don't force it.
Well, the thing is, with her in front of that camera, she not about to give him no grace.
Not at all.
Because her people want her to be mean and nasty to him. If he gonna talk to her about the kids, he need to talk to her about the kids off camera.
Yes.
And
And
don't say nothing to her on camera.
And it looked like he's shocked as well because when she started flipping the script, it's like he looked at it like what the heck, because most likely when the camera's not running, okay, Martell, okay, Martell, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, okay, Martell. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, honey.
Ooh, Lord Jesus,
Girl, you need to stop trying to talk to her on camera.
leave her alone.
You know? Talk to her off camera. Because she performing
That's all it is
for her fans.
for her fans. A bad acting.
See how Melody cut my tail up? Did you see how she ate him up? Talked about his shoes and everything.
My God,
She giving him
my God.
a show.
That's all she's doing.
But if Evian come on there, it won't be none of that.
A country girl laughing.
Okay? If
But
Melody
like I say, sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying because it's a sad thing about it, is that, our people, I just want to know, are we watching two different shows? This is a reality show, but are we watching two different shows? Why they cannot call Melody out on nothing?
I don't know, honey. I don't know.
And I was going back and forth with someone, Lodge. I say, well, Melanie said there and say she whipped his tail. And want me to tell you what this person say? That's good for him. I said, I expect for you to say that. I knew you was going to say that. So it's good for Martell to get his butt whipped, but it's not good for Melody to just, you see what I'm saying? Martell to sit there and go after her. Like Martell said there and say, what if it was the other way around? You
Well,
guys, trust me.
now here's the thing with that Lady D. When she said that stupid statement, have you ever seen Martell work out in the gym swinging them dumbbells,
Yes.
lifting them weights,
And hitting that hammer. You remember how you hit the hammer?
hitting the hammer? If
Yes.
her, he would knock her behind
Thank
straight
you.
smooth the F out. So if she beat him up, he let her.
And this the thing about it, Lodge. I want to know how could she trying to be the face of domestic violence? Why she want to be the face of that when she even said on that reality show that he never put his hands on her?
Yeah, she did say that. Because her stupid fans gonna buy them t-shirts.
when you find that clip, send it to me. I'm going to be looking for that clip, okay? Because I remember, I think it was like the very first season when she said, Martell never. I'm going to put a video together because you know I'm good when it comes to my editing, okay?
She was
I'm
being
going to put that together.
she was being interviewed by Dr. Heavenly.
Yes.
Dr. Heavenly asked her straight out, clear, has Martell ever been physically abusive to you? And she said, no. I'm not
Thank
that
you.
type of woman.
Thank you. I'm going to put that together.
No, it's more like he ain't that type of man.
He wouldn't. He
Because
wouldn't.
some men, if you run up on them, hitting on them, they gonna knock your ass out.
That's it. And want me to tell you something, Lodge? You can tell a good man because a good man, the way he treat his mom is the way that he's going to treat his wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know good and well, Martell love his mom to death,
Yeah, he do.
and he's not going to disrespect his mom.
Absolutely. No, he
So if
don't.
he's not going to disrespect his mom, and he's not going to sit there and disrespect his wife,
Melody know it. She know it. But she's able to manipulate her super fans into thinking, or into them, because they know Marcel ain't never put his hands on her. But she gives them the impression that he's been abusive to her. That man ain't never touched her.
because what she's trying to do now is she's trying to paint that picture because she's a scorned, bitter person.
And they dumb enough to believe it. You know, that's the part, the crazy part. If he was to hit her, everybody could see because her eye, both her eyes would be black.
Absolutely.
Her whole face would be swollen up.
And I know they're not ready for this right here, but I have a question for you, Lodge.
Mhm.
If Melody wouldn't have pitched this show and started making her own money, do you think that Melody would have stayed in her marriage?
Yeah, I do.
Thank
Especially
you.
for the show. I don't think they will be divorced right now.
Thank you.
I think
She,
Marcel probably would have probably stopped by now after that kid was born in order to keep his family together. But if they weren't on this show, I don't believe they would be divorced.
I don't think so.
I really don't. Because her fans expect for her to divorce. That's what they wanted. They wanted her to divorce him. And the way to keep them on board buying her products is to make them think that she hates him. She do not hate him.
That's miserable.
I don't believe they would be divorced if they weren't on the show.
I don't think so either.
But that's her karma. You know, they're always talking about his karma and Ariana's karma. Her karma is this woman got your husband,
Thank you.
you're divorced, you ain't got no male prospect nowhere ever. Ain't no black man about to put up with her. Ain't no white man about to put up with her mouth.
Because if they sit there and step out on her, what she's going to do? Try to put him in jail.
Well, first of all, she treated every man around her like they her kid. Even
Thank
Marceau, she trying to punk Marceau and it don't work. You know?
Marcel is not going to play that, and Tisha is not going to let that because Tisha is family first.
Yeah, Marceau will always put her in her place. Maurice don't really have too much to say to her.
Hmm.
She always trying to pick at Marceau. You know, so ain't no man about to be bothered with her.
And she most definitely gonna need a storyline because, like I said, Martell, that's it. When you start messing with the law, getting people, trying to get people in jail,
Right.
and I wouldn't have nothing to do with her no more. One thing that we got in common, that's the kids, and we're gonna have to go through a third party. I wouldn't even be in that snake presence
Yeah,
because you don't know what she'll try to accuse him.
right.
But this is what I'm saying. What I would do now if I was Letitia, I would say, Marshall, you cannot even film with her anymore. You can't even talk to Melody anymore because we know how Melody plays now.
Yeah, yeah. I hope Martell don't film with her, but I know he is, you know.
Well, now after she want to see me in jail away from my kids, and not only that, even if he's not spend any time in jail, it's still going to be attached to him. It's all over social media. It's everywhere.
He should be done with him. If he ain't, he's stupid as
So
all.
that's it. No way in the world I would have nothing to say. And then again, that messes up your business. Just like Tasha K said, if he's found guilty, nobody's not going to work with him.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't see him being found guilty of anything.
Me either.
I believe it'll be a misdemeanor and it'll be thrown out and expunged and all of that because he didn't do anything. He
That's
sent
it.
her a photograph, but he didn't post it. So I really don't think he's going to have to deal with the with anything severe on that case, which was stupid for her to file. You
Yeah,
know,
she just did it for her fans, just to
yeah,
save face with her fans.
yeah. You know, they like that's the first time she seen it. She saw it.
That's it. And we got 4 more minutes here.
Okay, fine, fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got 4 more minutes.
she saw them pictures before she saw the whole video because she made it. And the
Hmm.
first time she saw it, and he never posted it. But anyway, I would like to feel sorry for her, but I don't. Not at all. Not
uh
at all.
Country girl, she's shaking her head because it is a mess.
Right. I don't feel sorry. I used to in the beginning. I don't feel sorry for her now because of her ways. I'm
Me
like
either.
that. I used to just not like her ways. Now I don't like her.
That's it.
Okay. I don't
and
like
and and,
nothing.
and I don't, and like I said there, I'm team right. Like I say, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I don't like what she did. Now I don't like her as well because I don't like when you try to, get, the black man and anybody, arrested for something like that. You guys could have just said, walk away. Now, if he would have actually put his hands on you and, did something that's, violating you, then that's different. But when you're going through a nasty divorce and you're going to say some things that's going to hurt.
Right. I don't like what she did to Tisha. Trying
I
to
don't
move
like, me
married to a
too.
so, and I don't like what she did to Destiny.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
like that
like
either.
Destiny.
But
Mainly,
that was wrong. And like I say, nothing good gonna come out there. Nothing
uh,
good gonna come out there because first of all, she shouldn't have never. And then the thing about it, Lodge, every time when she tried to do something evil, it always backfire on her.
I fire.
Just like we were saying earlier, she's sharing her kids with the woman that she despised.
Yes, she sure is. Because she said the girl was over there every day when her kids is there.
Thank you.
It's not like Tisha tried to bring dirt to her about what Martell was doing, but she tried to bring dirt on Marceau,
Hmm.
accusing him of cheating on Tisha with no proof.
Can you tell me one thing? Because, like I said there, and said, I'm not invested in this show. Can you tell me one thing that Tisha ever did to Melody? What did she ever did to Melody to make Melody poke in her marriage?
Well, they say, and which Tisha did say this, good luck to you and your husband and his girlfriend of 3 years, the one with the matching BMW.
So why did she say that?
Because Melody was telling her that she needed to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and roll up to the bar and go see what her husband is doing.
So Tisha didn't come out and say that first, right? Melody said something, and she just was
Right,
fighting word with words, right?
right. There was a reaction.
Thank you.
Tisha mentioned uh, the girl and the BMW, and actually Melody is the one that showed the matching BMW, the picture of the car to Tisha. Because
So what you're
Melody,
saying that all the stuff that is out is because Melody put it out herself.
yeah, she put out the matching BMW. Evidently, she
Mm-mm-mm.
had been to the girl's house and probably seen the girl in the car. That's how Tisha found out about the BMW through Melody.
Wow. So
So,
can you tell me something that Martell did to Melody? besides the cheating and and the Ariane with the kid. Can you tell me that what did Martell ever did to her besides that right there?
Oh, I can't think of nothing else he done, but continued the relationship with the girl even after he said he was done with the girl. He kept, he kept going back. That's the only thing that I could see that he did. While
Hmm.
they were married, he wouldn't, stop having an affair. You know,
And
I
that's
don't.
all we're saying, guys. You just got to look at the whole picture. You can't just one sided, because male hands is not clean.
No, because he was helping with the kids. He was babysitting. Well, you don't babysit your own children, but he was caring for the kids so that she could go do what she wanted to do. It don't seem like it was a problem with money, with her spending money. So the only thing that he is guilty of is the affair and the continued affair.
Hmm.
And she said that Martell continued to defend the girl. Uh, whenever she would say something mean and nasty about the girl, Martell would defend Ariane.
Hmm. So can you tell me how did Martell was the breadwinner, in the beginning, or Melody was the breadwinner? How did Melody get to the level that she is today? Was it because of the back of Martell, or Martell rode on her back?
Well, in the beginning, they were both school teachers. He quit teaching first and started the lawn care business. According to them both, once he got that lawn care business up to $1 million business, he encouraged her to quit her teaching job and they worked together. And they did it. Then they went into property preservation together. And from that, they went into building homes.
So he didn't stop taking care of his wife, right? He still kept her, making sure that she was financially stable and living good, right?
Right. I mean, he
He
was
didn't take food from her mouth, right, to go and bring to Ariana or whoever, right?
well, I guess it was his money as much as it was her money. That business was a joint business. Even though she had the license, he did all the field work. She did the paper. Because remember, she worked in the office. He worked on the site to make sure the houses, the homes were being built. So they were a joint power couple building homes. He started out with the lawn care business on his own, which was the first seed money. And then they took that money and went into property preservation.
So he went back, once he sat there and got the business to where he wanted to get, he went back and got his wife out of the school system to put
Right,
her as the face of his business, right?
right. He made her the CEO, which was,
Hmm.
naturally the face of the business. She did all of the contracts and all of the communication, and he did all the field work. So they were a joint couple. They made money together. It wasn't all her money, and it wasn't all his money. You know,
But he the one, it was his money was the investment part to get things going, right?
his money was the seed money that got them going. The money from the
Okay.
lawn care business.
Okay.
You know.
So what about, and we're gonna go ahead and close it with this right here. What about when it comes to the entertainment? How did she get into the entertainment? Did he supported her, or she went out and did it herself?
Well, according to them, if you listen to them when they were talking about it, this is something she always wanted was to be on TV. They say he took her to American Idol. She auditioned. She didn't make it, and then I guess then they started to pursue the reality TV realm, and they started, contacting Carlos King, trying to get a reality show, but just them, no host barred or whatever the name of that original show was supposed to be just a couple building homes.
So
And
he was supportive. He was very supportive of everything that she wanted to do.
he said he wanted her to
Okay.
he asked asked her what did she want, and she told him she wanted to be on TV. So according to him and her, he did everything he could to get her on TV,
Mm-mm-mm.
supported
So
her in every way, and she said he did too. She said he supported her. She said that's what a husband is supposed to do, support his wife.
and that's what a husband, you're right. That's what a husband's supposed to do.
And
And he did everything that he's supposed to do.
yeah, he did and he was very helpful with the children. He was a good father. Uh, he just had that, he, well, he was complaining about the, I guess, their bedroom issues. He said for a whole year he was complaining about it.
Hmm.
And then he went out. She told him to go find him a woman. And when he went to that barbecue, he met Ariane.
Absolutely. We could close on that. Country girls say, everyone enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe, warm, and God bless you all. Thank you, country girl. I don't know where my girl Starbucks at. I'm gonna have to give her a call and see where she's at.
He's working.
Yeah, probably be. Yes, but we done did our 2 hours.
Okay.
And look, I'm going to check and see when Tasha K gonna go ahead and drop that interview.
Yeah, we need to know, girl. What time? I need to know.
Yes. Well, Country Girl said, I think she said Wednesday or Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bertha Raymond says, didn't they establish on last year reunion that Marcel was coming home every night and having dinner with his family when Mel was saying he was cheating on Letitia? Answer that one.
I don't remember that conversation. I don't know. But it could be. Marcel, I think Marcel would stay out kind of late.
Hmm.
I think Marcel would stay out in the bars kind of late, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
But one thing about Marcel, like I said, if he's cheating, he cheating the right way. You see what I'm saying? Which is no right or wrong, but
Yeah,
he ain't gonna cheat with no that knowing that it's gonna go ahead and get out on social media, right?
that's what,
So he might be cheating with somebody that got something to lose as well.
honey, that's what Funky Dineva said.
Yeah. So, girl, look, I enjoyed you. If I could come up with something tomorrow, or whatever, just
Yeah,
feel free, because like I said, this right here, this is like too much.
girl, it is a lot. It's a whole lot.
Like in my ain't a Nora voice, this is too much. This is a lot.
It's too much.
Yes, indeed. But like I said there, so I enjoyed you, girl. Thank you for coming. I'm finna go and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I lost almost 8 pounds.
Oh, okay, okay. Congratulations.
Yes, I lost 8 pounds, and tomorrow I go and weigh myself in.
Okay,
And well, they wanted me to lose a total of 20.
okay.
So I haven't gotten on a scale. I'm gonna wait till I go to the doctor's office to see how many pounds I wear. I was thinking about taking them shots, but then I say I'm trying to, lose it myself. But now that it's cold, I don't want to get sick because, walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah, so what are you doing, Trey? You changed the diet?
Well,
Working
yeah,
out?
I'm changing now, and they gave me a diet plan because I go to this Weight Watchers, and they gave me a diet plan where, oh my God, well, this month I had supposed to have like a liquid diet, but it's going to be hard because the holidays, right?
I know, I know.
So they wanted all of us to be on a liquid diet, and they wanted me to drink this old protein shake, and it's called Inshore. You ever heard of that before?
I got a protein shake. I can't think of the name of
Well,
it.
if you can find one, that I can drink, because they wanted us to drink a protein shake. I was drinking the Inshore, but I just don't like that. Oh my God, it's so thick.
Well, the one that I just bought, it's a vanilla flavored protein shake. It's called Nature's Nutrition.
Amazon have that?
Amazon, ordered it from Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's vanilla flavored protein. Um, it's a shake, and I think you might, might want to try it anyway. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about the insure, but I think you'll like this because you can mix it. It's a powder.
Okay.
You can mix it. I make oatmeal smoothies,
Mm-hmm.
and I use maybe a half a cup of this protein shake, a banana, some flax seeds. I use almond milk, and I make it as thick as I want. You basically put anything in it,
Oh, okay.
and it tastes
Okay.
pretty good. I think you'll like it.
Well, I go to the doctor tomorrow, so I'll probably come on maybe tomorrow around about the same time because you say 6 is good for you, right?
Um, whatever works for you. It could be
N-
earlier.
no, I prefer 6. 6 is good.
Okay, fine, fine.
Yeah. Okay. Lodge girl, thank you for coming on here.
Okay, all
All
right.
right. All right. Be blessed here. Good night.
So there. Bye bye.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, Bertha Raymond, for coming in. Country girl. Who else came in? Uh Egypt the Light, Judy, Cardell. Thank you guys for coming in. Like I said there and say, whatever your opinion is, let it be, because we all can agree to disagree, long as, we stay on topic. But I had a good live. We stayed on for 2 hours, thank you guys, however you feel led, if you want to click like or subscribe, share these videos for more unapologetic content. It is what it is. And thank you for being my country girl. Bertha says, didn't they? Oh, read that already. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. You all have a good night. And like I said, at the end of the day, I look at it as a reality show. I don't know these people from a can of paint. I only can call it out as I see it, and that's real talk. So you all be blessed.